Hey everyone, I hope you don't mind. I decided to make a little video to talk about my prior producing experience since we ran out of time the other day, and I felt strongly that I speak about it versus writing about it. My last producing project took 3 years to culminate. Last summer, we culminated the production of Beirut by Alan Bown, and the project and me both looked very, very different by the end of those 3 years. I learned so many things in producing for the first time, but the three most important things that I learned are that I must always trust my gut about my art, and that being a leader does not mean that everybody's happy or likes you all the time. It means providing the structure for people to succeed and providing extremely clear expectations from the beginning. And I spent probably the first 2 years making sure that everybody liked me and fixing everything for everybody. And I had a producing partner and co-star who did not contribute really at all, which was unfortunate, but really ultimately my mistake was not recognizing that when he showed me that over and over and over again. And, remaining hopefully optimistic that things would change, and they didn't. As you all know, my co-star quit 6 days before we opened the show, and he had been attached for 2.5 years. And I basically immediately needed to become a better producer, or I needed to not do the show. And that was never an option for me. So I stayed up for nearly 3 days, emailing every actor in town that I thought could do the part. And I was very lucky that my dear friend Josh Weinstein came on board. And I was also very lucky that the theater that we had rented didn't have anybody coming in immediately after that. So we were able to push our opening back a week. And given this new opportunity, I was incredibly clear about my expectations with Josh. And lucky for me, he communicated very similarly to me. And we basically, we had a shape for the show, but my director, Andrea, and I were able to also let go of a lot of the things that we had become attached to because the show changed when I had a new co-star. Of course, it must. I guess what I really want to say is that, I kind of became an adult in the 3 years I spent producing the show. And that means that I learned how to say no, and I learned how to stand up for myself, and I learned how to be direct while being kind. And I learned how far I'm willing to go for this art form and how far I'm willing to go to keep a show that I believe in alive.